Hi YouTube. So it's that time of the month, i.e. the beginning of the month, when I'm showing what I used up in the month of September. And I used up quite a lot of skincare products this month. Most of them I liked. I don't know whether most of them I'd repurchase again, but that may be partly because I've got a lot of stuff to use up at the moment. The first product that I used up was by Dermalogica, which is a favourite skincare brand of mine, and this was their skin resurfacing cleanser. I like to use quite a few different cleansers fairly regularly because I like to, if I've been wearing makeup, double cleanse most nights, and I'll play around with ways of doing that. If I've been wearing a lot of makeup, I'll nearly always use the Dermalogica Ultra calming or soothing, I'm not sure what it's called, liquid cleanser, which is an emulsion, quite a thick emulsion that you spread on your face and wipe off with tissue. And I've used that for years, and it's my favourite wipe off cream cleanser. And then either I'll use a cleansing water like the Bioderma, I forgot what it was for a minute there, or I'll wash my face occasionally with a cleanser like this one. This is one of these ones that is a mild exfoliator because it's using lactic acid concentrate, which my dermatologist recommends as a good cleansing agent and a better exfoliator than using something with particles in it if you've got quite sensitive aging skin. So I like this. I love Dermalogica that they're always serious about putting their products with active ingredients in airtight containers, unlike most brands. And yeah, I enjoyed this. I'm actually now moving on to a Paula Wexler, which is a US brand, similar product for the moment, but I would consider rebuying this one in the future. It was very effective at what it did. Less effective, doing the similar things with these facial radiance pads by First Aid Beauty. They had pretty good reviews that I read, so I picked these up in Sephora in the States, although I think you can buy them over here. And these you're supposed to use to exfoliate, tone and brighten, and they claim to be hypoallergenic, using a whole variety, including licorice and radish root, glycolic acid, which again is a fairly common ingredient to use to exfoliate and brighten the skin. I just felt these did nothing at all, to be honest. They were perfectly pleasant. They didn't irritate my skin, which is good. But I suspect the concentrate of AHAs was simply not sufficient to actually do much brightening. That's the kind of balance that's difficult to achieve, because if the active ingredients are good enough, the AHAs are at a sufficient level to properly brighten, then there is the added risk of irritation. And it's a fine balance that these firms putting these products out there seek to come to terms with, and I'm not sure this one actually worked. So it's quite expensive as well. Definitely wouldn't recommend that or buy it. Same brand, the Ultra Repair Cream, Intense Repair for hydration of dry, parched or itchy skin. I bought this to use on my feet. I have eczema very badly, and it's very hard to clear between my toes and on one of my feet. This didn't make it worse, but it didn't actually do anything very much either. So again, I wasn't really very impressed with this cream, which has had good reviews on blogs. A product that I was impressed with, I will buy again when I've used up some of my other primers, was this, the Laura Mercier Hydrating Foundation Primer. This is one of the few non-silicone primers that actually works. I'm not particularly sensitive to silicone. It doesn't tend to make me break out or clog my pores more than they would normally, but I don't find it as effective as non-silicone for holding makeup in place. It's just a bit too greasy for me. This I would put down as my favourite foundation primer. It lasted ages as well. I mean, you can see the main top fell off and it took so long to use up. I'm not going to repurchase immediately because I've got some other Smashbox primers that I don't like as much, but they're okay and I'm going to use them up first. But I definitely would recommend this primer. Actually looks as if there's a bit left in here now that but no, can't get any more out. So that was a plus from me. So is this one. Very keen on La Roche-Posay. This was their Roseliac, which is for people with a rosacea or reddening. I don't have rosacea as such, but I do have discoloration and some tendency to reddening, particularly if I've had a drink of wine. This is a day cream with a lowish SPF of 15, but acceptable UV coverage in the light formula. They're reasonably priced, the Roche-Posay. They do what they say on the tin. They're hygienically packed in tubes or airtight pumps. It's a really good brand. You can get it a lot more widely in the UK now. You can get it in Boots. You can get it in my local chemist even. Whereas you used to have to go to France for a few years ago, and I recommend most of their products, and this was a good day cream. Again, not repurchasing immediately because I've got others to use up, but I would consider in the future. You know that I will repurchase Body Shop Pink Grapefruit Shower Gel because I love it. I go through loads of it. I might not repurchase this, although I do like Bliss products. This is their Glove Gel hand cream. I bought it because it was supposed to be good for anti-aging, the age spots on the back of your hand, and I didn't find that. It's a very moisturising, slightly gel-like hand cream with a very nice lemon fragrance. It's too sticky to wear during the day, and you're supposed to put it on at night, preferably with the little gloves. I didn't bother with those. They're too much of a faff and they annoy me going to sleep. I did find it moisturising, no doubt about that. It felt good for my cuticles as well as my hands, but it didn't do a darn thing for the ageing. So I'm not sure I'd get that again, to be honest, but I quite enjoyed using it. Didn't enjoy this, which is why I'm throwing it away half used. This was Space NK Laughter range, and it was a present. So I had the bath gel, bubble bath, and body lotion, and I didn't really love the scent. So this is their in-house Space NK. They do a number of different scents. This was called Laughter, supposed to be a summer fragrance. There was just something about it, a bit grassy almost, that I didn't really like. And I didn't really care for the consistency of the lotion, which I found quite... greasy is almost the wrong word, but you really had to work to massage it into the skin, even the smallest bit. It just seemed to sit on the surface of the skin, literally leaving a white mark unless you worked really hard. So I finished off the bath thing, but I really don't like the smell, don't like the consistency, so I'm chucking that in. I certainly wouldn't purchase it. As I say, I didn't. It was a gift. And then I had a couple of samples that I used. A Clarins Super Hydrating Day Cream. I'm afraid the sample, although it looked reasonable sized, came in one of the little tubes, there wasn't enough even to cover the whole of my face once. I mean, it literally did one side of my face. I don't know whether it was just a duff sample that they'd given me, but it was worse than useless. Wouldn't encourage me to go and get the cream, because I do like to use the cream preferably 2 or 3 times from a sample, just to check that I'm not going to break out or be allergic in any way, and that, I like the texture and scent of it before I'll fork out a lot of money for the full size. And if they don't give me a decent sample, well, I'm not going to buy. Christian Dior did give me a decent sample of the, I don't know if it's called Snow Radiance. I have bought the full product, so I'll have to check that one. It was one of their Asia blends. It's not an exclusive. You can get it in Selfridges as well as online. It's a very high SPF, which I like, and was supposed to be, one of these whitening foundations. I got the sample, and then I bought the whole thing, the whole bottle. I'm not sure how much I like it so far. I haven't used it a lot. I tend to think it slightly emphasises my pores. It's a very high SPF, which I do like, so I probably won't be using it again until either go on holiday or the summer. But yeah, this was a decent sample, at least, to try it out, even though it didn't stop me buying a dud. So kudos to Christian Dior for, or at least the lady on the Selfridges counter, for giving a proper sample, and it works. It made me buy the whole thing, so good marketing. So that was what I used in September. I've got a few products that are just on the verge of being used up, mostly Bath and Body Work products, a few skincare products. No makeup, of course. It takes me forever to use things up unless I throw them away half used. But yeah, so I enjoyed most of my products. Getting into the heavy duty moisturisers and body products now. I really need to sort my skin out this month. It's not breaking out, but it's looking a bit the worse for wear, so I'm going to try and concentrate on that. I hope you're all well. I'll speak to you soon. Bye for now.